So here we are on the alternate side of this particular unit. And look, we've got another one. So there's two banks of Goyen valves here. Because there's so many filters, we need a lot of valves to facilitate the pulse within those filters. So again, you've got another drain valve. Also, safety glasses, earplugs, drain that periodically. So it says drain tank daily. If you're doing a walk around, it doesn't hurt just to crack that valve open marginally to enable any excessive moisture to be dispensed from the receiver tank up top. Further back here, we've got what we call a hydraulic oil tank. There's no need to access that, no need to take the lid off it, no need to undo it. Ultimately, it's got a sight glass in it. A sight glass means that I can look through the perspex and see what the story is as far as fluidity within that tank. So the fluid in this tank is defined here by increments. And of course, do I have to read those increments? Not really. All you have to do is look in there and say, okay, yes, there is oil in there. Is it enough oil? Well, ultimately, if it's to the 3/4 of a tank of oil, it's more than sufficient to do the job. The one thing to remember too when you're running hydraulics is that if you, say for example, put the auger on and thought, right, I'll go and have some smoko. Well, the auger's doing a job. It's pushing the material aft of the machine. And of course, it's got to go somewhere into the drum. So remember that there's got to be a guy there to facilitate the material coming out of the machine. But also too, if I just turn those hydraulics on and wander off and go and have morning tea or afternoon tea and don't watch what's going on, ultimately hydraulics are high pressure, they're going through valving, so if you just leave it going for no reason whatsoever, ultimately it gets hot. So not only are you warming the valve planetary, but you're also making the oil hot. Does it happen? Some people have thought wiser and I'll just leave that on, it doesn't really matter. It does matter. If you don't need it, don't use it. So don't leave the hydraulics on for no reason. Once you've finished augering the bottom of the tank or evacuating the bottom of this vessel, turn it off, okay? Because the motor's turning something it doesn't need to. So utilise it when it's required, turn it off when it's not.